Hello, world.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Dave and Max here. Look at you, the fresh Los Angeles Lakers shirt I got you.
It was the second best birthday gift that I got. Thank you.
De nada. Anyway, we have a whole bunch of Island Fighters calling into the studio tonight. Not only just talk about Island Fights 50, but just their careers, the combat world, boxing, teaser there, and some MMA. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, can't wait. Devin Cushing, he will be on first. We can't wait. Talk about his jab and talk about Island Fights 50.
I just said teaser, and then there you go, saying the name right there.
I don't tease. I just go right for it. I don't foreplay with nobody.
Okay, well, yeah, guys, we have Devin Cushing, boxing's up-and-coming rising star, calling into the studio.
And real quick, before they call in, just do us one quick favor. Just go to any podcast platform and hit download and subscribe, or more importantly, hit the 5 stars. That means so much. Our sponsors, so many people that will see it.
Yeah.
So rate us, please, 5 stars. It takes like 30 seconds. So just, please.
I talked to an electrician today, and he was like, oh, locked in with 2 ends. He's like, where can I download? And it's like, okay, what kind of phone do you have, first of all? Not that I judge you by your, like, what kind of phone you have, which we do, actually. Yeah, we absolutely judge you. And I let him know, I'm like, you don't have an iPhone, so I'll... he's like, I know, man, iPhones are better. I'm like, okay, at least you admit it. So,
okay, good guy.
This podcast is available on all podcast platforms, like you just said. So it's iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher Radio. For those Android users, it's all there. So there's no reason why you can't subscribe and give it 5 stars.
All right.
So well said.
Very cool. Thanks, man. All right, let's get locked in.
Okay, Devin Cushing joining us into the studio. Well, calling into the studio. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good, man. I hope y'all doing good, Max and Dave.
Yeah.
Always doing good.
We're lucky. We're blessed. We're living that dream.
So what's going on with you? I see a couple videos off like Dean's story. I see obviously your story. Follow you on Instagram, Devin Cushing. Little plug right there. So how's training going for you? Are you preparing for anything?
Training is going good, man. I'm preparing for the 29th. And I think my opponent just got approved, so I think Dean will announce that real soon. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the 29th. I've just been training my ass off, man. I train twice a day. And just trying to stay focused and locked in, man, and trying to get ready to put on a show.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and Devin, and no one has to say it more than us and then you. We know how big Island Fights 50's stacked. Like, people are talking about it in Orlando. We were over at Undisputed Promotions, a big boxing promotion over there, and people were talking about Island Fights 50. I was like, wow, we're a month out.
It's going to be a stacked card. It's going to be a big card. It's going to be a big night, period.
Yeah, unbelievable. We can't wait. We can't wait to hear your opponent. Wow. And so, Devin, how in the last 6 weeks, 8 weeks, everything's been really good for you? The career's still rolling?
Yeah, everything's been good, man. There's been a few bumps, you know what I'm saying, here and there. I had to move my gym, relocate my gym. I had to move everything up from Big Roy's house and relocate my gym. I spent a lot of time doing that, probably 2 or 3 weeks doing that, maybe a month, honestly. So everything's going good, man. We back on track, back to training, back to regular schedule, you know. So everything's okay.
Adversity is what makes champions, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, there's always going to be bumps and sticks in the road, you know. So it's nothing new, man. It's another thing that happened, you know. So I just had to get over that hump, man.
For sure. So we're talking about Island Fights 50. Obviously, like you just said, you're going to be competing on it. How does it feel that you are the boxer representing Island Fights 50? Because you have tremendous athletes on there, obviously a lot of MMA fighters, but you are the face of boxing with Island Fights. Is that like an honor to you? Is that an addition to pressure?
Man, it's a big it's a lot of pressure, but it's a big honor too. It's a blessing. But at the same time, I feel like I deserve that. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like I'm the next best thing, period, in the boxing world, period. So I'm just ready to show that again the 29th, show my skills, and just to hold on, man. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm always ready. I'm ready to fight at all times.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Like what we were just saying, we were at Undisputed Promotions, King of the Ring in Orlando. We actually had Mike Davis in the booth with us, and he was just tremendous. He was just kind of teaching us so much technique and so much stuff, and then one thing he explained to us is not even that first jab, Devin, but the second jab. Like if you jab once, the guy, the other boxer might know what's
he can sometimes time it.
Yes.
So instead of always single jabbing,
Yes.
if I keep single jabbing you, you're lucky. At some point you could just knock it down and come right back. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But if I sometimes double or even triple the jab up, it could just mess a man's rhythm up, and it keeps him from timing you.
Wow.
So
See, that's the
Mike
insight
Davis
we
does
love.
know. Yeah, it's the little stuff. It's the little things. See, Mike Davis knows what he's talking about.
Right.
It's just the little stuff, man, that puts some athletes on just another level. You know what I'm saying? It's just like anything else in life, man. It's just the little shit, the simple shit. So
DTLT, do the little things. That's what makes champions champions.
Exactly.
Another kind of funny thing, Dave and I, when we were commentating for the event, we were looking at people's shorts and their shoes. We know you're a sneakerhead. Do you wear a certain pair of boxing shoes? Is there a certain brand you definitely rep?
Oh, man, to be honest with you, man, I've been wearing them Hyper KOs, the Manny Pacquiao's. When he first came out with those, man, I've been wearing those since he first came out with those, and man, I got every damn pair. I got every pair of those, man. I got a shitload of Jordans. Man, one day, man, I had to get on the podcast with y'all to do like a video podcast, man, like a FaceTime or something, and I had to show y'all. I had to, like, pull out all my shoes and stuff and show y'all what I got, man. But yeah, that's definitely one of my little hobbies. I gotta look fresh, man. You know the saying, man. You feel good, you perform good, you fight good. Even in football, when I played football and baseball, man, I had to look the part too.
Unbelievable. Devin, we're coming out there September 28th, 29th. We're gonna be there for the weigh-ins and the fight night itself. So maybe we'll come out there. We'll see you before the weigh-ins.
That's
we'll
cool,
see you
man.
after the weigh-ins.
Cool. Yeah, we can do that. We can
Absolutely.
do that, man. I had to bring some of my grills out for you, man.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I sent you a picture. Yeah. You're the first person I sent a picture of my 12s when I got them. I'm like, let me just see if Devin appreciates them, and then I'll get him if he does.
Yeah, I like those.
Oh, man. Like I said, so we will definitely be out there. We'll see you on the 28th and 29th. But there's a big fight, before, probably the biggest boxing fight of the whole year, this Triple G Canelo. So I really need to know. I respect your opinion almost more than anyone in the boxing game. Who do you have winning this Canelo versus Triple G 2?
Man, I'm gonna take Triple G, man. I really feel like I don't know why a lot of people think Canelo won the last fight. I really, to me, he just got outworked.
Yeah.
All ends, all the way around the fight, all up and down the board, he got outworked every round. I felt like, and I just feel like with the steroid testing, Canelo tested positive for steroids. I mean, let's be real, Max and Dave. If Triple G tested positive for steroids, would we even be talking about them fighting right now?
Right.
No, sir.
I don't think so.
Nope.
So I just feel like there's a lot of disrespect, and I know Triple G knows that. He's been disrespected. The sport boxing, and not only him, but the sport boxing has been disrespected. So I feel like Triple G is gonna come out and he's gonna be hungrier, and I think he's gonna get the job done a little bit easier this time.
We couldn't agree more. We both think Triple G is gonna win. We thought he won the first time as well. So definitely. And again, like Dave just said, hearing it from your perspective, just like Mike Davis and his perspective on the fight, it's just different. Listening from a boxer's point of view, your opinion means more than just the average guy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, another boxing question for you, Dev. Who's your favorite boxer in the game right now?
Right now, man, I'm a Terrence Crawford fan, man.
Okay.
I love Terrence Crawford, man.
Absolutely.
He just adjusts, man. He's a dog. He's a dog all the way around. You know what I'm saying? He'll slug it out. He can box. He uses the jab. He can just do it all. I love him. I love it.
Absolutely. He's one of my top 3 favorites, so I'm with you on that one.
Devin, we can't wait to be there in Island Fights 50. Like Dave said, we'll be in the building September 29th in Pensacola. We'll also be there for the weigh-in, so can't wait to talk to you. But before we let you go, thank you for giving us your time. We know you're busy training. Plug away. Sponsors, maybe just your plugs on social media. We want people to follow you and get this momentum going for you.
Yeah, shout out Roy Jones, Sr., all the boys I train with, all of my training partners, Kish, Max, my father, Team Fake Gear, Coach Pete and all them, Mike Davis, all them. Shout out to them down in South Florida. Perry, man, Mike Perry, he has a big fight. Donald Cerrone, shout out to Mike Perry. Alex Nicholson, Hannah Goldie's gonna be on the card, of course. Alex Nicholson, man, shout out to him. Gonna rip some head off for $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the
that's
mega
about
fight.
It, man. That's about it, man. Shout out to everybody, man, trying to do their thing,
Absolutely appreciate it. Yeah, Nicholson's got that big fight. It's like October 5th in New Orleans. He's got two
In
fights
New Orleans,
in one night.
I know he's excited for that.
Are you going out to that one?
No, actually, that's right here, man. I probably will make that one. Yeah, I honestly probably will.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Dev, if I head out that way, we're hanging.
You let me know.
Absolutely. All right, man. Devin, have a great night. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you there. Island
I
Fights
appreciate
50.
y'all having me, Max and Dave. I'll see y'all the 29th, man.
See you, man. One of the best guests Locked In has ever had. And having, it's still current. You know what I mean? He's going to be reoccurring on this show.
Is this second or his third time on?
I want to say third.
Me too. Like, I love boxing. I love the boxing game, and I feel like so much of our generation is going to MMA, which I love MMA too, and UFC, of course. But I love how Devin Cushing's the boxer. I don't know, there's something, I connect with Devin Cushing. Like, he's my man. I got him.
For sure. And he gets better every time, and he's just more comfortable. And and JT, our producer right here, I was like, he mentioned, did you see the ref shoes? And I did. I should have brought that up to Devin.
I was going to be like, what are those?
We should have, too,
That's
because I
awesome.
did see it. And I'm not trying to put the ref on blast, but sometimes it is what it is. It's a tough world.
And what's so great about that, we had an interview, but we already locked in Devin Cushing, September 20th, 29th. We're going to have a full-out sneakerhead live episode showing off his kicks. His cooks and his kicks.
He's cooking for us?
Yeah, he might cook for us. That might be sweet.
His kicks are legit. So
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I sent him the picture of the 12. He's like, I like those. So I'm like, okay. So, yeah, we're going to have a good conversation there. That's another
Absolutely.
thing. Yeah, he's a great boxer, but we could just talk shoes with him. You don't get that with everybody.
Absolutely. And what's so great about the weigh-ins is you got to make weight. And one way to make weight is Fit Meals.
Couldn't have said it any better.
Thank you.
myfitmeals.com. If you have any questions on what we're talking about, you just go to that website and you can literally start your meal plan tonight or when you're listening to this. Anytime you want. It's just made for you. So it's like if you just have a busy schedule, you don't have time to make your own meals, you want to lose weight, gain weight, literally this meal plan can adapt to whatever your lifestyle is.
Absolutely. And Max, I've been given the phone number for 6 months now, but I've been hearing from the people, they don't want the phone number. They want like the Facebook page, or are they on Facebook? I hear that all the time. They ask me, is Fit Meals on Facebook? Yes, they are. So check out, go to Fit Meals, find them on Facebook, like their page, and they have all the information there. They have the different, types of meals you can get, 2 a day, 3 a day, breakfast, lunch. If you don't want onion, you want extra onion, whatever you want. So go to Fit Meals, find them on Facebook, and start your meal plan today.
Facebook's pretty big, Dave. It's Amazon, Apple, and Facebook is the whole world today.
And Marvel.
And Marvel. I'm sorry. And
Thank
Marvel.
you. Did I win that one?
Yeah, you did.
All right.
Guys, I do apologize. I'm a little under the weather, so if I cough or sound kind of nasally, that is why. But to any new listeners,
Yes.
just want to let them know in case they're like, oh, God, this guy kind of sounds a little funny. I'm just a little sick. I'm under the weather, but we podcast no matter what.
Podcast or death.
But anyway.
Talking about podcasting.
Talking about podcasting, we have another guest fighting on Island Fights 50. By the way, Devin announced that he's going to be fighting on Island Fights 50 September 29th, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, he just broke the news out, not on the podcast of who he's fighting, but we're not even allowed to say it yet. So,
Exactly.
But
we have Elvin Brito. He'll be coming on the Locked In studio via phone call. So make sure you guys come out to this terrific event. Like we've been saying this whole time. We said it undisputed. People are talking about it. It's the biggest event in Florida. Island Fights 50, September 29th, Pensacola. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Okay, our next guest, Dave, the Wave.
Yes, sir.
And everybody listening to this Locked In podcast.
The millions and millions.
We have Elvin Brito joining the studio, the Locked In Satellite Network, to not only talk about our theory that we have here at the Locked In Sports Podcast, our scoreboard theory in combat sports, but of course Island Fights 50, his career, future events that are coming up with him, September 29th, where he fights Charles Bennett. The felon, right? Felony?
Yeah, I can't wait. That's the fireworks fight. That's hey, two guys, wrap up the gloves, let's throw fists. Let's get it.
Locked In fight of the night.
Don't go that far.
No.
Yeah, I got one up my sleeve. I'm saving it for the weigh-ins. But no, it's a firework fight. I can't wait.
Hope you guys enjoy this interview. And like always, not only stay locked in, but support Elvin. He's a great guy. Okay, Elvin Brito joining us via Locked In Satellite Network.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. How you doing, my man? You doing good? You're getting ready for September 29th.
Yeah.
Island Fights
Yeah.
50.
Yeah, right. They did a good job, man. 50. I'm proud of Dean. He's done a good job. And, yeah, man, I've been getting ready. You know, I'm ready to do my thing. And it's a great opponent. You know, it's an opponent that I'm sure there's a line around the corner to fight with this guy, you know.
Oh,
yeah.
He's a legend. He's a name, you know. But,
absolutely.
yeah, I'm just, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to say Charles Bennett. He was the main event of just Island Fights 48.
Mm-hmm.
So how does it feel?
Yeah, no, he stays busy.
Yeah, he does. I mean, you're fighting in front of so many people. Dave and I, we've been talking about it all this whole show. This is the biggest fight card in Florida. I mean, you have so many good names on it, so many people coming to the event. Is this an opportunity you see as a chance to prove yourself? Is it added pressure? How do you look at this opportunity come September 29th?
Well, yeah, well, you know, first of all, it's a great opportunity, obviously, because I'm fighting a legend,
Right.
You know, a guy with a big name. I know, yeah, it's a great opportunity. I mean, people that see me fight, they know what kind of fighter I am, you know. They know that I always, you know, I'm a prime time fighter. All my fights are exciting. I never have a boring fight. You know,
How about
I
for
don't know
the
if you
people?
guys...
I'm sorry, but how about for the people who haven't seen you fight? How do you fight like?
You know, the people, you know, I'm a busy kind of puncher. You know, I move around a lot. And, you know, I have an exciting style. You know, boxer slash jiu-jitsu. You know, and just always in barrages, always constantly fighting. You know, we always have. You know, I stay busy. We work hard, and a lot of times we outwork our guys. You know, these last couple fights, you know, I've had some controversial decisions that I didn't necessarily agree with. All you gotta do is watch the fight. But yeah, this is a good opportunity for me to get back on the winning. On my winning road and get back on the road to what I want to do, you know, which is, you know, just ultimately get to a UFC, Bellator, a big show, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Talking about big shows, I've noticed we've talked to 8-10 fighters on Island Fights 50, but you have had the most fights ever on Island Fights. Like, I was checking Island Fights 48. We got 39, 38, 34. And then the fighters you fight on these cards, Elvin, holy crap. Like, these are big names, people that fought in the UFC, people that were just on Dana White's Contender Series. So I look past, I watched those fights. There are a couple controversy decisions in my eyes, at least two. So I cannot wait. This is a big opportunity for you. Biggest fight game in Florida. So if you win, you know, you get past Charles Felony Bennett, like you could be called up next. You never know.
Yeah, we could be called. You know, and all eyes are on us. You know, it's a great platform. You know, we're glad Dean offered this platform for him. I'm always, you know, happy that we have him here. Offering us this is, you know, it's hard to come by a good platform where people can see you because the eyes are going to be honest, and we're going to make sure we put on a good show. I always put on a good show, so I'll make sure we look extra good doing this fight, you know.
Yeah, we have Elvin joining us here competing on Island Fights 50. So Elvin, something Dave and I really thought about, and it's kind of picking up some steam, some momentum. And you just mentioned it. You had some controversial decisions. So we have a scoreboard theory, like in every sport, basketball, soccer, baseball, football, you name it, tennis, there's a scoreboard. We think judges after every round should submit their score so the fighters, the coaches, the fans, they all know the score. So now you think you're up 2 rounds in a 3-round fight, but really it's 1-1. You know that third round you have to win. Do you like that idea?
That actually, I've never had anybody give me. That's a great idea. I've never heard that one.
It's locked in,
baby.
baby.
It adds pressure. I think not only does it add pressure, it adds more tension to the fight, and it's more exciting for the audience because it's like nail biters, you know. Oh crap, you know. I think it's more relevant. You know, it's more fast paced. Totally makes sense, especially with some of these judges. I mean, my last fight, I dropped my opponent twice in the first round, and I still lost that round somehow.
That's ridiculous.
Like, you know, I dropped my opponent. My last fight, it's on Fight Pass. I dropped my opponent twice in the first round. I finished the first round with my hands raised. Yeah. And the last round, I took him down, and he was beaten and bloodied in the last round. He was beaten and bloodied, and I lost 30-27 on all the cards.
So imagine if you knew the score.
Exactly. If I knew the score, at least I would know, like, hey, the judges don't know what they're doing. I got to finish, you know? You know, I know the pressure's on me. But in the fight, if you watch me fight, I'm relaxed. I'm smiling. I don't feel any pressure. I'm thinking I'm winning, you know? So it obviously would add a different dimension to the fight. It would definitely add a different dimension to the fight. It sounds like a great idea to me. I wouldn't see any downside to something like that. If anything, it just adds pressure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And especially what you just said. I love that idea. That's my number one point. imagine any big title fight or any big fight, UFC on Fox, a 5-round fight. Imagine if the whole world knew, both sides, both fighters, both coaches, all the fans, they know it's 2-2. So now they know it's coming down to that round. That 5th round would be crazy, would be insane, would be tense.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this locked-in scoreboard's happening.
Yeah. Well, fight like that where I feel like I'm winning. I know I'm not winning. I'm like, okay, the judges aren't seeing the same fight that I'm seeing. I got to come out there and, show these guys what's up, and it's, it's constantly being updated. I mean, it sounds great. Sounds like modern fighting,
Absolutely. Hey, it's 2018. We're rolling. We talked about Island Fights. We talked about your last fight. You said the opportunity. Dean Toole, the promoter of Island Fights. We got our tickets at Ticketmaster.com. We can't wait. He said, I saw this on Facebook, that your guys' fight, fireworks, fight of the night. He's locking this in. He cannot wait for you versus Charles Bennett. So that's just, I can't wait. If Dean Toole puts that out, he's speaking the truth.
Yeah. Dean, and Dean is always, he always shows me a lot of love. He loves my fighting style and the way I bring my fights. And it's Bandito versus Felon. It's the Battle of the Outlaws. It's gonna be an exciting fight. I mean, it's just my style. It's not gonna go to a decision.
I'm about to say,
It's not gonna go to a decision.
No secrets here. We can expect fireworks come September 29th.
Yes,
that's for sure.
We can expect fireworks, and we can expect the finish. I'm desperate for a finish. Obviously, I don't have good luck with judges, so I'm desperate for a finish. I'm ready to go.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for giving us your time, Elvin. Tell us your plugs, sponsors. The floor is yours.
Well, I want to thank the gyms that take care of me. I want to thank Capital MMA. I want to thank Core Martial Arts. I want to thank KB Performance Training. I got to thank, I just got to make sure I thank those guys because they really make it possible. Those are the guys that are always there behind me, and they make sure they push me. So I got to thank all my people that support me, my coaches. But, all my sponsors, I got to thank them too. But, more importantly, my coaches and my gyms, that they're always there for me,
Of course.
To make this happen.
How about social media? Where can people find you? Instagram, Facebook, Twitter?
Yeah, I'm not a huge social media guy, but I'm on Facebook. You can look me up on Facebook. You send me a message, I'll respond to you. And but I'm not a huge social media guy. But when it comes to fights, I always keep people updated with my fights and the going ons in my life. I'm not there posting every 3 minutes. But if something happens or there's something about to happen, it's a good way to stay in touch with me.
Awesome,
and
for
reach
sure.
out to me personally.
Well, we sincerely appreciate you giving us your time. We will be seeing you September 29th. We'll be there locked in. We'll be in the building. So everybody get your tickets.
All right.
Island Fights 50 to watch this beast Elvin fight. Thank you so much, sir. Have a great night.
Thank you, brother. I'll see you there.
All right. Stay locked in.
All right. See you guys.
Bam. Another one, DJ Khaled, likes the MMA scoreboard theory we have at the Locked In Sports Podcast. Was he not awesome?
He was awesome. And that, Max, we're 88-1 with our scoreboard idea.
Yeah, but that one.
John Radford.
He's locked out right now.
Whoa. He's locked out?
Yeah.
Wait.
You know why?
JT, give him 10 seconds. Go for it.
John, I took your fantasy advice, and you kind of screwed me. I had lost 38 points and got a big old 0.
John, he's the professor of the combat world, some basketball, not football.
You can't listen to him about football. You can't do it, JT.
Noted. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Anyway, guys, support Elvin Brito. He could be Fight of the Night, Island Fights 50, September 29th. Wow. Can't wait to watch him compete. But now we have another fighter on Island Fights 50, Christian Lohsen. So, guys, hope you enjoy this one. And like always, stay locked in. Okay, we have Christian Lohsen joining us right now via the Locked In satellite network. How do you feel, Dave?
I love when you say that, cuz. Hey, Christian, how you doing, my man? You having a great night?
Yeah, man, doing a good night, or having a good night. Just got out of training, just getting ready to head home.
Nice. First question, let's go right with it. How did you get the nickname Hollywood?
Well, I'm originally from California, albeit Northern California.
Yeah.
But when I moved to Florida between freshman and sophomore year, my wrestling coaches from California emailed my new wrestling coaches in Florida letting them know I was coming. So when I showed up the first day, my new wrestling coach, Coach Baker, was like, "You're the kid from California, right?" And when I said, "Yeah," he just started shouting, "Hollywood!" And from that point on, that was all I was known by my teammates, where I graduated high school and had people asking what my real name was.
Christian,
I love stories like that. That's awesome.
I have a question. I don't want you to give like the secret sauce away because I know you have secrets as far as training. Every fighter has their habits and their training methods, but I find it interesting because some people do 2-a-days. Like you just said, you're leaving the gym, so obviously you're training late. How's training camp for you? Do you have a certain schedule? Do you believe in 2-a-days? I just kind of want to get the fighter scoop.
Yeah, right now, currently, most mornings I go over to Fusion Excel and get some training in there. And then at the night, Monday through Thursday, I'm at my gym that me and my parents own, Dark Wolf in the May, where I'm also teaching and training.
Wow.
So I tend to do 2-a-days, but each one has different roles. I can focus more on myself at a gym that's not mine where I'm teaching, but I get to see different looks as an instructor as well as getting my own work in that I get to walk myself through and kind of schedule.
Right.
As well as sparring on Saturdays and Sundays at different gyms.
No, and you just said Saturday and Sunday. Are you always there? I always see pictures. We always we're cool with Pete White boxing, Mike Davis, Chris Mixon, Anderson Hutchinson. Are you always there those Saturday and Sundays when it's 45 people just beating the crap out of each other, the sparring sessions?
Yeah, every Saturday I'm at Fusion for those big sessions. And then the Sundays are at my gym, which is mainly just my team, and then maybe a couple guests that come in. And we get our own rounds on those days.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Tell us a good story. There's so many. The talent in that room on the Saturday mornings are awesome. Like, holy shit. Like, so many great fighters, future fighters on the rise, future UFC people in the UFC now, Perry, Jacare, we can just keep on going down the list. What's a story, behind the scenes? Take our listeners to only you can take us.
It's just a great vibe. Like, everyone's coming in, training together. You got people from all kinds of different teams, from Fort Orange with Pete White all the way to Tampa. Sometimes you get people coming in. Sometimes they're not always there for the betterment of everybody, but they usually get weeded out pretty quick. You only do something wrong once to the wrong person.
Right.
But, it's a great group, and you have so many different looks at all different weight classes, from world-class grapplers to world-class knockout artists, and it makes for training where you get to see every look all in one.
For sure. Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
So, Christian, you've competed on Combat Night, correct?
Yeah, 2 fights.
Yeah, I had 2 fights with Combat Night, and then some with RFC, and this will be my first at Island Fight.
That's what I was about to say. You're in great company because Dave and I, we've been going to so many events now. We just commentated for Undisputed. They've had the Clash of the Titans with Combat Night. So you've dealt with Mitchell Chamali in Combat Night, a fantastic promotion. And now you're going to Island Fights 50, which seems to be the biggest event in Florida this year when it comes to combat sports. How does it feel being on that card?
I'm super excited to be on this Island Fights card with Hannah Gouldy and Andy all on the same card. Like, I'm excited. It's going to be interesting to be in a ring for the first time.
Right.
But I'm just excited. It's going to be a big jump up in just venue and show. And had great shows till now, and I'm just excited to see where everything leads. I love the shows with Combat Night, whether it be me fighting or like the next show coming up October 20th, I have 4 of my amateurs now fighting on it.
Yeah.
But
wow.
They just always come and throw in a good show, and it's always a pleasure being on them.
What can we expect come September 29th, Island Fights 50 in Pensacola, Florida? Can you give us a locked-in prediction? Are you the type to just let your actions do the talking? What can we expect from you come September 29th?
The only guarantee that I can give is a first-round finish. I don't say how.
That's a pretty big guarantee.
It's just I go in and I go right for the finish every time. I don't try to waste too much time playing around. Most of my fights, the only time my fights reach the 3rd round is if they go to a decision. It's only happened twice as a pro and once as an amateur. Every other fight, 1st or 2nd round, has been a finish.
Wow, that's awesome. Hey, if that's the case, the fans will absolutely love you. Talking about fans, get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com for September 29th. One thing I thought was funny that you brought up the ring for Island Fights. The Octagon combat night. God, we're having some technical difficulty.
I think he's saying the ring and Island Fights. Will that affect you differently from what you're used to in the Octagon?
If anything, I think it's going to play in my favor with the game that I use. Too many times, sometimes with the smaller cages or just the cage in general, like the bigger cages, not so much because there's more room to move. But with being a taller fighter and usually out-muscled, the cage can sometimes play a hindrance to sticking and moving like just using movement and angles,
right,
and not getting into the strength battles up close.
Well,
but I think the ring, with some of the give that it has, can be a different look when it gets time to get pushed back or push someone else back. I'm just overall interested to see how it translates.
No, yeah, that's interesting, especially from a fighter's perspective. It's obviously different. We're talking in the booth. We don't have to get punched in the face. So that's an interesting take on your part. Christian, thank you for giving us your time. By all means, the floor is yours. Plug, sponsors, your social media platforms. Please plug away.
I got my Facebook and Instagram. Instagram's Monkey Jiu-Jitsu. Facebook is Christian Hollywood Lohsen. Go like the pages, follow. Shout out to my teams, Fusion XL and Dark Wolf MMA, as well as my sponsor, MMA Talk Show over in Tampa.
Nice.
And I'm just super excited for the 29th.
Christian,
I'm ready.
I owe you an apology. I've been saying Lawson. You're supposed to correct me here. I don't want you to punch me in the face, but so it's Christian Lohsen.
Yeah, Lohsen. Lawson's probably the best version that I've heard from a lot of people.
Hey, we're pretty good then, Max.
Okay, never mind. I take the apology back.
It's better than I've been announced as Lotion before. So.
Oh, shit.
Okay, at least I didn't do that. I feel better now. Thank you so much for your time, sir. We really appreciate it. And we can't wait to watch you compete September 29th. We will be in the building for sure.
Hollywood.
Awesome. Thank you guys for having me.
No problem. Have a great night.
You too. Bye.
Hollywood.
That was
Always
a pretty
up to no good.
and he explained how he got it too.
Take me back to Hollywood. Didn't Eminem have that song, right? Take me back to Hollywood.
I don't know.
A song by
We'd
Eminem
have
I
to
do not
ask-
know.
True story. Listen up. It's song number 9 on the CD.
Anyway, though, a lot of people don't know, like, they don't explain how they got their nickname. He truly explained it.
It was a good story. I love nickname stories. It's awesome. I love Tibbs. How he talks about combat night and island fights. Like,
Yeah.
the combat octagon is smaller than even the ring of island fights, so that should be a benefit for Christian. That should help him in the fight game because he is a long rangey. He's got some great stand up. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's what he's explaining. And we talked about it when we were at Undisputed. Mike was in the studio, Michael Davis. Just a different perspective and way of thinking that a fighter processes things when they watch a fighter think about the fight. Just the fact that he mentioned the octagon to the ring, like you just said, is something a fighter thinks about before the fight.
Yeah.
So, guys, Island Fights 50, September 29th. We can't say it anymore. This is going to be the best event in Florida.
Absolutely. We will be at the weigh-ins. We'll be at the show. We got so many things set up, so make sure you stay locked in with us on our Facebook page, Instagram page, Twitter, everything. We're going to have live videos with multiple fighters. We have so many big events. We can't even tell you. That's how big they are.
Exactly. So where can you get your tickets?
Ticketmaster.com. Buy them all.
Yeah, buy them now because they'll probably get sold out by the time you get to the door.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't guarantee that, but the way it's looking, that could be a real possibility.
And also, I don't want to give anything away, but I'm giving something away. If you want to party with us after the show, go to the Grand Hotel. We'll be at the bar.
Pretty sure that gave away our exact location.
God dang it. I did it again.
It's fine. It's fine.
But, guys, we appreciate you guys listening. This has been the best month we've ever had so far already.
Thank you, Devin Cushing. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Elvin Brito. Thank you. You guys are the fighters. We appreciate you guys. Island Fights 50 is going to be off the hook.
And make sure you guys download, subscribe, give us 5 stars. We appreciate. We are the People's Podcast. But most importantly, and like always, Stay locked in.
Yeah. You now locked in with the
Hold up,
best.
hold up, hold
We
up, hold
rockin'
up.
with the
Hold
rest.
up.
And when it's game time, we gonna put you
I think we're missing something. We're missing something.
All right, let's get locked in with Iron Mike Barnett.
Mike Barnett joining us via the Locked In Satellite Network. What's going on, Mike?
Not much, man. How you guys doing?
We're doing good, man. We're having another great night. We can't wait for September 29th, Island Fights 50, man. How about you?
Yeah, man, I'm really excited. Just getting ready. It's always good to be on Island Fights. They put on a great show every time, so it's always fun fighting over there for those guys.
Yeah, and this is the biggest fight show in all of Florida this year. I mean, this is going to be huge. Everybody will be in the building. So many elite fighters competing on it. Tell us what it's like to be a part of this type of event. How's training going? Just tell us about yourself in case fans don't know you. They want to know more about you.
Okay, well, a little bit about me. I grew up in Southern California. My dad was in the military, so I moved around a lot as a kid. Played all kinds of sports, football, baseball, basketball, ran track and field, little high school wrestling. Moved down to Alabama to go to college. I was a walk-on football player for South Alabama.
Nice.
And I think 2011, I hurt my knee, so I didn't end up playing. I hurt my knee. When my knee healed up, I wanted to compete in something, so I basically started training. Took a fight just because someone asked me, he's like, hey, do you want to fight? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'm doing all this, boxing, striking, training, and
Right.
I was, give it a shot, and then just kind of fell in love with it. And, 9 years, 10 years later, however long it's been, here I am.
That's awesome. Where are you training out of now?
I train out of Port City MMA in Mobile, Alabama. My head coach is Jimmy Cornbread Mills. He's one of the more decorated MMA fighters from the coast, kind of the old guard. He's retired now. He is got a really good striking and grappling lineage. So I've been, coached well my entire career.
That's awesome. What can we expect from you come September 29th? I mean, of course, we all want to see a great fight. We love Ando. He's our guy there. Both you guys are elite fighters. Is there something in particular you're going for? Are you the type of fighter to say, my actions are going to do the talking you'll see, or do you have a personal goal?
No, I just want to put on a good performance.
Right.
I know Anderson, he's a good guy. He's tough, man. I've seen him fight. He looks good in there, man. I'm a guy that doesn't believe in, talking a bunch of trash. I believe in the martial art, principles that make this up, respect, discipline. So, and like you see a lot of the guys nowadays, and they're like, oh, I hate my opponent, and I want to kill him, and I want to rip his head off, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, dude, chill, bro.
Right.
Like, it's a fight, okay? You get in there, you fight, and then you go home. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's a sport.
I'm not a guy that, it's a sport, right? We're athletes.
Absolutely.
I don't hate anybody that I ever played football against. I didn't hate anybody that I played basketball against. I mean, I wanted to beat him.
That's
You know
awesome.
what I mean? And I want to beat Anderson, but I don't want to, I don't want to kill him. I
Of
don't have
course.
anything against him personally. You know what I mean? So I don't do a lot of trash talking, man. I'm a cool guy. I'm laid back. I do this because I enjoy it and it's fun. Just trying to make my dreams come true.
That's awesome, man. Wow, we got Iron Mike Barnett on the line. I was listening when you were saying all those favorite sports. We are sport guys. We have the sport podcast. What's your all-time favorite athlete?
My all-time favorite athlete, that's easy. It's Michael Jordan, man. I grew up in the 90s.
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
My
Oh,
dad's
boy.
family. My dad's family is from North Carolina. I'm a Tar Heel fan through and through, man.
Wow. Okay.
No, easily Michael Jordan for me.
We have a couple personal debates, but easily the community, the people that listen to this show, Max and I, we're LeBron James guys. But
Oh, gosh.
I'm a
here we
LeBron
go,
guy.
Mike.
I'm a LeBron guy.
I'm a 90s baby too, or 90s guy too, so I definitely saw Jordan in his reign. So I know, to me, he's still the greatest ever. But
Not to
the
me.
biggest debate we've had on this podcast is Jordan, LeBron. Iron Mike, can you tell Max why Jordan's the GOAT?
Don't do it, Mike. I like you, Mike. Don't do it.
Look at the shooting numbers, okay?
They go to
Look at
LeBron.
shooting numbers. No.
more
Look at
efficient.
career numbers. Look at career numbers. Yeah, because LeBron shoots a whole bunch of twos because most of his shots are where? In the paint. Why?
He's big and strong.
He's bigger and stronger than any other athlete. LeBron
That's a great
right
thing.
now is LeBron is a great. I'm talking about basketball skills. Who is a more skilled basketball player? Right?
That's a
Who
good
is a
point.
more skilled basketball
That's a
player?
good point,
You
Mike.
have the floor. I'll let you have the floor because you'll see my
Okay,
side in just a minute.
listen. And then if you add to the fact that as far as obviously both of these guys are tip top of like the gene pool or however you want to think about it, right? Or I guess the deepest end of the gene pool, whichever way you want to think about it.
Right.
Right. Jordan was average size for an NBA player, right? 6'6"
Yeah.
and a half, 210, 220 pounds
Yeah.
ish, right? And then able to dominate much bigger guys, and then kept a whole class of Hall of Famers from winning championships.
No
If
one
not
won.
for Jerry Krause,
Jordan
if not for
only.
Jerry Krause,
Yes.
listen, if
Tell
not
him,
for
Mike.
Jerry Krause in the 90s, Jordan and the Bulls win 8 straight championships
Yes.
easily.
No
Okay.
Right.
Hakeem.
If not
no
for Jerry
Stockton,
Krause and his
no
nonsense.
Malone, no Ewan, no
All right,
Barkley.
all right,
no
all
one
right,
won
all right.
titles.
Right. And not only that,
Mike.
nobody on any of Jordan's championship teams ever averaged more than 20 points in the playoffs. LeBron has had 3, I think, guys average more than 20.
Dwayne Wade,
LeBron has had
Kyrie
more help.
Irving.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
Mike,
he's had way more help winning championships.
Mike, Dave, I love both of you, but listen, the floor is mine for 1 second, and then we'll get back to Island Fights 50. You want to talk about more skilled. So who's a better defender? Jordan's a better perimeter defender. LeBron's a more versatile defender, 1 through 5.
How many defensive player of the year awards LeBron have?
Not as many as Jordan, but give me a second because
Okay.
you want
Okay,
to talk
go ahead.
about
Go
who.
ahead. Go ahead.
Wait,
Okay,
wait.
go ahead.
Because you want to talk about also who they played against. He's played against more Hall of Famers in the playoffs and finals than Jordan ever did.
That's
and
true.
Like
And how's
quadruple.
that record? How's that record against those Hall of Famers?
He's
in the
playing
finals?
against the greatest team of all time, actually, and he beat them 3-1. Well, came back from 3-1. But look, both of them are the 2 best players of all time. So, like, all respect to Jordan. I think he's number 2. And that's no slight. I'm a LeBron guy. I love how he elevates others. He's a pass first, but yet his numbers are incredible. He'll go down as probably, if not number 1, number 2, all-time leading scorer, but then be top 10 in assists and rebounds and blocks. I just love an overall game. Like in MMA, I just love an overall game. I love George St. Pierre.
Okay. Now,
I'm a LeBron guy. And
I hear you now, but let me just tell you this. Go and look at Jordan's assist and rebound numbers in the playoffs, and you'll see that LeBron's like infinitesimally better, just a tiny little bit. So it's not.
That's
It's
all
like
I
those
need.
stats are almost a wash. And then if you look at the scoring, it's not close. 35 plus points a game. Okay.
But Mike,
Jordan.
little what? He's a little what? He's a little better. And that's what I worry about is at the end of the day, what are you? He's better. And I just think he's a better basketball player.
It's less than a whole percentage point.
Okay, if you look at their career as averages, he averages
point-
like 2 or 3
it's
more
like
assists.
It's like 0.7 or 8 more rebounds, something like that. I have this debate because I used to have this debate about Kobe too, and people would say things like Kobe's a better shooter than Jordan, and I tell somebody go look at any of Kobe's career shooting numbers and compare him to Jordan, and then come back and talk.
Well, Mike, look, I can do this when we're not together because I don't want to fight you over it. So we'll call this one a draw. Thank you so much for giving us your time, Mike. You've been awesome.
Not a problem.
Where can people follow you? Social media, plugs, sponsors, shout-outs? The floor is yours.
Okay, yeah. So social media, you can follow me online, Instagram at Mikey Fight, Facebook, Iron Mike Barnett on Facebook. Usually add everybody. No weirdos though. No. What else? I think the things I just do Facebook and Instagram. I'm not a big Twitter guy. I hadn't figured it out yet.
Hey,
I think
Mike,
I might have missed it. I
got
missed
you,
the vote on Twitter.
I got another fight question for you. Like, you usually fight at featherweight, right?
Yeah,
What's the fight at Island Fights? Is it featherweight or?
it's gonna be featherweight. Yeah,
Okay, very cool, very cool. And you feel comfortable at that weight? That's your prime weight?
I do. I don't walk around super heavy. I keep my weight, in check.
Oh,
And
nice.
I'm not a real tall guy. I'm only about 5'7" ish. Hey, settle down back there. My wife's talking trash.
Hey, you can get her on the podcast too. We'll
Yeah, exactly. Featherweight's a good weight for me.
Okay.
I'm comfortable with that weight.
Very cool. Hey, Mike, man. Hey, we wish you nothing but great luck. This is going to be a great fight. It's a great event. The whole
It is.
freaking Gulf Coast is going nuts. We cannot wait for Island Fights 50. We'll be there in the building. We'll be in there for weigh-ins. We'll definitely say hey to you. We can't wait. Yeah, man. Anything else you want to shout out? Floor is yours. End it up. Wrap it up.
Yeah, let me just shout out. I got a couple teammates fighting this weekend on the MMA Pro League show up in Atlantic City. We'll be traveling up there tomorrow. Mark Coker and Justin Osborne. So if you guys have a Flow, I think it's Flow Grappling account. Flow Combat, thanks, dear. Flow Combat account, you guys check them out. They're going to put on a great show, represent the coast up north. What else? I just want to shout out everybody in my gym that's been helping me prepare. My whole team at Port City MMA. Everybody's doing a great job and, helping me get sharp. Also, my guys over at Belcher's MMA and D'Iberville helping me get ready. Brandon Davis, Tyler Hill, all those guys. So I appreciate everybody helping me get ready and look forward to the show.
Very cool, very cool. Hey, we hear in the background that there's like an old saying, I think, behind every good man, there's a great woman. So, hey, you're definitely, we got big things coming for you, man. We wish you nothing but great luck. September 29th, Pensacola, Florida, Island Fights 50, Pensacola Bay Center, Iron Mike Barnett. We can't wait.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Have a great night, my man.
Y'all too.
Okay. It was every episode, it's at least LeBron Jordan once.
At least.
That's what was missing. And I don't care if we're talking about MMA. LeBron and Jordan can still get brought up. Who would win in an MMA match?
The episode was great. We had Devin, we had Elvin, we had everyone, but we didn't talk LeBron, so we had our main man, Iron Mark Barnett, call in. So that was maybe the best locked-in episode ever. Island Fights 50. Get your tickets. Ticketmaster.com. September 29th, Pensacola Beach, Florida, Pensacola Bay Center.
Take a breath. But look, Mike, he's an awesome guy. But I'm not sugarcoating anything. He didn't win this debate. As far as it's up to me, I'm up 1-0 on him. So, Mike, best of luck to you in the fight. But when it comes to debates with Max, LeBron, and Jordan, take some notes, sir. But anyway, like always, guys, this is official now. Stay locked in.
Yeah. You now locked in with the best. We ain't rocking with the rest. And when it's game time, we gon' put you to the test. Come to ball, we hitting it, kicking it, though. We dribbling, passing it, though. We running over. It's the ring that we flip you in. So what's the news? You want the scoop? You gotta keep it locked. To David Max podcast through your speaker box. What's poppin', my friend? You know the drop in. The only thing left to do is keep it locked in.